dreams. That's why he said, "Oh wow, she's gorgeous. I would love to go out with her." Now Sana believed that Josh was really into him. So I hung up and said, "Okay, Sana, I got 2 more challenges for you before I set you up on your date. First, you shall ask during class if you can go poo." No way! I would be teased for that the rest of high school. Good, then you will know how you made me feel the last couple of years. But Sana knew what she wanted and followed through. "Sorry, Miss Davis, can I go to the bathroom? I really have to poo." Everyone laughed like crazy. What she didn't know was I put some Nutella on her chair. Once she stood up, I screamed, "Oh my god, look at her pants! She already pooed herself!" Sana was so embarrassed she started crying, and I almost felt bad for her. Later she said, "Why did you do that?" "Because it was fun, and you've treated me worse before." "Well, your last challenge is to fart in class and say, 'Oh my god, what's wrong with my body?' I'm a girl. I can't fart on demand. Go eat some beans. I know you can do it, and it's gotta be real loud or it doesn't count." This was gonna be epic. It would destroy her reputation for good. "Oh my god, what's wrong with my body?" The room exploded in laughter, and even her friends called her a disgusting pig. Afterward, I told her, "Okay, good job. I'll set your date with Josh for this weekend. Oh, and he wants me to be there too." When she showed up, we were already there. "Wow. Hi, Josh. Nice to meet you. I'm Sana." Geez. You really looked better on camera." "What?" "I'm sorry. It's just that you aren't as pretty as I thought." Laura, on the other hand. "Wow. You look like $1,000,000 today." He leaned over and kissed me. "Huh? That can't be. Why would you like her more than me?" "I guess I'm just not into girls who rip farts during class." "Sana, sounds like he thinks you're a loser. Short date. Oh well." Sana's eyes looked dead inside, like her whole world had been crushed. All she could respond was, "You're gonna regret this." And I was so happy. I mean, I knew Josh was only acting. Unfortunately, he wasn't actually into me. But he proved himself a true friend. Thank you so much, Josh. But can I ask you for one more favor? Can I kiss you for 5 more minutes? You're just too hot to be true. You're crazy, but sure, no problem.
My former best friend Rachel is the worst human being alive. I hope she dies a slow and painful death. Because I had a huge crush on my neighbor Scotty, and I was too shy to approach him. So I asked my friend Rachel, "Can you find out if he likes me?" "Sure, anything for a friend." She walked over to Scotty and talked to him for 20 minutes. Why did it take so long? "Oh my god, you are finally back!" "Sorry, sweetie, you aren't his type. He said all white girls are stuck up and boring. That's why he only dates Latinas." I was devastated. I knew Scotty and I were meant for each other. So the next week I told Rachel to ask him again, but this time I had spy gear to listen in on them. "Hey Scotty, did you enjoy last night?"
"Oh, you bet. I didn't know you were such a naughty girl."
"Well, I enjoyed it too. Any plans for this weekend?" Wow, I couldn't believe it. And when Rachel came back, she lied right to my face. "He said he doesn't want to offend you, but you are just not his type. To be honest, I suspect he might be more into boys." My ears were burning with rage, but I didn't call her out on her BS. Instead, I tried a different strategy and approached Scotty myself. I said, "My life is so unfair. I told my friend I have a crush on you, but then she stole you away from me."
"You mean Rachel?"
"Yes, she said you think I'm ugly."
"What? Actually, I've had a crush on you for years."
Oh my god! Scotty liked me, and then he even asked me out on a date. I immediately went to Rachel to rub it in her face. "I know you hit on Scotty, you piece of trash." "Oh honey, he's out of your league, get over it." "Oh yeah? Then why did he ask me out on a romantic dinner?" I made sure I looked as hot as I could for our date. I wanted to make Scotty my boyfriend. But then I asked him, "Are you still seeing Rachel?"
"Yes, I do. She invites herself over to my house most days."
I realized I had to act quick, so I told him, "I'm tired. Can we go watch a movie in your bed?"
"Sure."
But then I met his mother.
"Who are you?" "Oh, just a friend of your son."
"What? Scotty, what happened to that beautiful Jewish girl, Rachel?"
"I liked her more." "Mom, just stay out of my dating life."
But shortly after, Rachel arrived. Hey, Scotty. I've missed you so much. Come give me a hug. Back off, Rachel. Just because his mom likes you doesn't mean he does. Stop crying. And Scotty, did you know she got an STD by a drunk guy at a party? Stop spreading lies, you dirty piece of trash. We were in a full cat fight when I pushed Rachel into the TV and it crashed to the floor. Mrs. Scott saw everything and screamed at me, "Get out! My son deserves better than you!" I was devastated but didn't give up. I took my spy gear, pointed it at Scotty's air conditioner, and through it I could hear everything. Rachel said, "She's not your girlfriend. You are free to do whatever you want."
I know, but I think I love her.
Oh, forget about her. I'm hotter anyway, and tonight I want to spoil you. Then I heard kissing sounds, and it broke my heart. The next day, I asked Scotty if he wanted to become my boyfriend. He responded,
Yes, of course. But my mom will keep inviting Rachel to my house, and I can't resist her. She's too hot.
so I became his official girlfriend, while he kept Rachel as his side chick. I didn't really mind it, but then Scotty went to college and told me that he and Rachel had classes together. Apparently, she was getting an engineering degree just like him, but I knew it wasn't a coincidence. She was still trying to steal him away from me. I got so jealous that I enrolled in the same college, even though now I had to study engineering too. It was so complicated that my classmate Valentine had to help me out. Thanks, Valentine. I don't know what I'd do without you.
It's my pleasure.
Oh, okay. It was easy to justify messing around with Valentine because Scotty had done the same with Rachel. But 1 week later, Scotty said,
Today's our 3rd anniversary, and I love you so much. Let's move in together.
But it was too late. I responded, I'm sorry. I like you, but I'm in love with another guy.
What? You've been seeing someone else?
Oh, you're the one to talk. Rachel has been your side chick all along.
That's not true. I haven't touched her in 2 years.
Well, now you are single, so nothing's stopping you. I headed directly to Valentine and asked, Do you want to be my boyfriend?
Wow, you are very straightforward, but sure, why not?
We were the perfect couple. But my ex Scotty was still mad at me, so to get revenge, he told Valentine that I had cheated on him. It was brutal. Valentine confronted me the same day and said, So you were in a relationship with this guy Scotty and dating me on the side? You betrayed him with me? Oh gosh, it was nothing serious between me and Scotty.
Are you sure? He showed me some of your text messages. They go 3 years back, and 2 months ago you wrote him, Let's get married once we have jobs, and let's wait to have kids until we're 30. He had caught me off guard, and I knew I'd messed up.
Hey, I'm Benjamin, and even though I'm only 21 years old, I already know that I will stay a virgin for the rest of my life. Let me explain you why. A few years ago, I went on vacation to Thailand. My family and I had just checked into our hotel. When I decided to go to toilet, we had just been off a 10-hour flight, and I was bursting. So I sat down on the toilet with my headphones on, listening to music, when I suddenly felt something pulling on my cucumber. My first reflex was to jump up and look down. I saw a big, long snake that had sunk its teeth into my cucumber. Now, before I continue telling the story, please take a look at this image of a snake's mouth. It has dozens of sharp teeth that are hook-shaped, so they can hold on to their prey. They normally only eat mice, rats, or chipmunks, but my cucumber must have looked tasty or something, and once the snake had bitten into it, it didn't let go again. I started screaming and ran out of the toilet, with the snake still holding on to my cucumber. When I saw my mom, I screamed, "Ah! Help me!" But my mom just started screaming too and didn't help at all. So, in the end, I tried to pull the snake's mouth open, but this made the snake bite down even harder. And that's when it happened. My cucumber got bitten off, and the snake swallowed 4/5 of it. I knew I had to go to the hospital ASAP. But first I asked my mom to catch the snake and cut it open, so that we could later sew my cucumber back together. Unfortunately, my mom was too scared, and the snake escaped. Meanwhile, I found a taxi to get to a hospital, but the driver kept arguing how my blood was ruining his seats. I got so angry, I used my left arm to pull him out of his own taxi, while holding my cucumber with my right hand. I had never driven a car before, but it wasn't that complicated. And after 20 minutes of driving, I had found a hospital. When I ran into the lobby, I was covered in blood and screamed, "Help! Help!" When the nurses saw me, they immediately brought me into the emergency room. I still hoped that they could somehow save my cucumber, but the doctors just kept on asking me whether it was a poisonous snake or not. But, I mean, how was I supposed to know that? Well, it took 20 hours of operating on me until the doctors were able to fix my cucumber enough so that I could pee relatively normally into a toilet again. However, the doctors told me that I would never be able to make love to a woman again. And to make things worse, there were several TV crews outside my hospital room, trying to interview the boy that had lost his cucumber. I mean, seriously? Do you think I want to tell the whole world that my cucumber was bitten off by a snake while sitting on a toilet? Well, when I finally arrived back in the U.S., my girlfriend was waiting for me at the airport. And, we were both raised strictly Catholic and still virgins. We had planned to have our first time after we got married, but now I had to tell her about my condition. We sat down at an ice cream cafe. And I'm not joking, but she ordered herself a banana split. I waited until she was finished eating, and then I told her the news. I told her how I had lost my cucumber on my trip to Thailand. I expected her to feel sorry for me or something, but she just said she wanted to take a look at it in the bathroom. And well, when I showed it to her, she started laughing so hard that tears were running down her